I am up and I watched The Rift. I got back to my roots, guys. I went back with a underwater sea creature movie. Um, yeah,
Okay.
I think you could call that this. You can see in my background. There's a little section there. Um,
Looks like a butthole, not a section.
yeah, I don't really even know what that thing did. I don't know. It was a large sea thing that was in a cave underwater. So I don't know if you still call it a sea creature then, but it was underwater. But what do you call something that's in a cave underwater?
A butthole.
All right, it's the butthole in the cave. Um, and so the whole premise of this movie is like this, I guess, prototype submarine. The Siren One goes missing, and so I don't know why you would enlist the services of the person that designed the sub, but they do. This is one of those weird things just to bring this guy in that really had no reason to be there, but they enlist the services of the designer of the Siren 1 to come and help with the Siren 2 to go find the Siren 1 super deep underwater into a rift, and then shit goes down. They
Ooh, Subnautica joke.
yeah, they
Nice.
I like all this really says, and this really is not the gist of it at all, but they say in their quest, this on IMDb for the plot, in their quest is hindered when the submarine becomes entangled in a patch of toxic seaweed. Like that's it. Like so that's the whole movie is that the submarine gets caught in seaweed and that's the whole movie. It is not. They go in a cave, there's a butthole, they gotta fight the butthole and then leave and try to escape. Like, but this movie has
But the
everything.
butthole keeps pulling him in.
Oh yeah, it just keeps on sucking. Um,
What?
isn't that what they do? um,
Buttholes?
oh yeah.
Your butthole sucks things in, huh?
Sometimes that's why you got to push so hard to get to go out. 'Cause
I think we need to start another podcast and explain how buttholes work to Peter every episode.
So that's like the pretty much the plot. Like I don't know. This came out in 1990, which I did not know. A lot of some of my sea creature films that I've been watching have all been right around the same time. I did not realize that basically from like 1989 to 1990, there was like 6 different like sea movies, like The
Well, yeah.
Abyss. Do you remember this? I don't
Abyss,
remember this.
Sphere,
No, Fear came later.
Sphere.
No, Fear. Fear, whatever. Fear. Leviathan. And then there's the Rift is in there. Deep Star 6, which I reviewed before.
U571,
No, Jesus.
Crimson Tide, The Red Dawn,
I don't know. But
Hunt for
now
Red October.
I have some other ones now that I need to watch. Is The Evil Below, The Lords of the Deep. That sounds like a porno too. But
Add that, damn it.
I think that was later.
I don't
Anywho,
Sounds amazing.
it's just crazy that there was like 6 different like under the sea like submarine movies all like in 2 years. Like it's awesome.
That's how Hollywood works. It always comes in waves. Like, hey guys, we're gonna make a boxing movie. 3 boxing movies come out because Frank heard it from Billy at the coffee machine.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, a boxing movie sounds good.
I feel like usually you only see like 2 though. You have like the original and then you have like the one like they're trying to copy it.
Just big releases. That's changed with streaming.
That's true. Has changed.
That's
But
a good point.
I haven't seen 6 and some of those are really good. the other thing that was interesting too is that one of the producers on this one actually helped produce Leviathan, and then they go to another sea underwater movie.
He was the leak in the sub movie.
Maybe, but so he went to that big one because that was a bigger production, and went to this smaller one to do this lower budget, which I just thought that was interesting. But I don't know. I gotta say, like The Rift, I thought it was entertaining. Some wackiness with trying to get the plot together and to get all the characters together. But this movie has Arlie Ermy. Is that how you pronounce it? Emery. Yeah,
So.
the guy, the guy,
Drill sergeant.
The drill sergeant from Full Metal Jacket. But he plays the captain on this ship, and he does a phenomenal job. I think he's great.
Can he suck a golf ball through a garden hose?
They say that line in this movie, Evan.
No way.
Someone else says it though, but as
That's
a reference to it, yeah, it is kind of cool. And like, I thought everyone they had in here, like they just had all the different tropes, with these types of movies. Like you have the black guy, which he's not first to die, so good on them. And then you have your scientists.
God, you ruined it.
Does he die? Yeah, he's sorry. Yeah, sorry. I don't know either. I don't remember. Wink.
There we go. Wink, wink.
Yeah. But this movie, like, so much more happens in it. Like, they find this. I was telling Ryan that there's like this underwater cave, and then I was like, "Well, do you call it really a sea creature film still?" But I will, because they still had to go underwater to get to these creatures, and they did a great job for a low budget. Man, like the practical effects I thought were great. The creature effects were pretty cool. Nothing too over the top, but they did a good job. And like it's
nothing too over at the top as a giant butthole is behind you.
Okay, they did a really good job on the butthole, but the overall like premise, like the actual like what's happening is just so crazy. And again, I'm like, I don't know why they had to get the designer for this first submarine to come, because it's really not related at all. And there's like government conspiracies in this film, like so much stuff. Like it was basically Alien, I should say, Alien underwater, kind of. No, Leviathan's more like
so
Alien
Abyss?
underwater.
Oh.
No, Leviathan's more Alien is underwater. This one...
Do you know what's more underwater than underwater? Underwater.
Yeah. No, super
Underwater and
super deep. But it had
deep in a cave.
Yeah, this had like an Alien, I think, vibe to it, in my opinion. Not as much as Leviathan, obviously, but you could tell, like, I think that producer kind of had it in there. I gotta say, it was a fun watch. I really enjoyed it. I watched it on a plane, and there's nothing better than watching, an underwater film when you're up in the air.
So realistic.
Yeah, I was still like in a tube, so it kind of felt like a submarine. But each time I looked outside, I'm like, oh, there's
That's why you
clouds.
close your window so you're not confused.
Yeah, I do that because there's bright lights. I just don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I highly recommend. This is one of the better kind of sea creature films out there. Like this one I really liked with Leviathan. I like The Abyss. What other sea creature movies did I like? That's it.
Sea.
Yeah, Deep Blue Sea. Do you call shark movies? Oh yeah, I do call shark movies sea creature movies.
I was gonna say, come on, Peter.